Hi and welcome back to winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot. This is
John Murphy.
And we're here together to tell you all about wine. Hopefully help you find the wine that you will absolutely love.
I wait for that part of the video every single time. It just rolls off the tongue.
And so does the word. So we have in part one we've tasted a Paul Roger. Which is a famous champagne, one of the famous champagne houses. And now we're coming to one that I've not heard of before, but evidently in certain circles has a lot of cachet.
Yes, well, this is the, I think if you watch the first video, this is the champagne I spoke about. I mean, I was very lucky to have been at a charity do where there was a silent auction, and this particular champagne came up. Armand, it's quite a fancy pants looking bottle.
Gold.
And gold, not real gold. Somebody did that, but you know, I've seen this many times. I've tried it once before, a very long time ago. But this champagne retails between, depending on where you're buying it, between about £220 to £300 a bottle, which is quite a lot of money. It's quite a lot of money.
Quite, it is a lot.
It is a lot of money, and luckily, obviously with it being a charity raffle or it's a silent auction, I put a bid in for £100 and got it. So although it's £100, it's still a fair amount of cash. For that, it's not a lot. So the first one I tried was a Paul Roger, and as you can see, we enjoyed the Paul Roger quite a lot. So now we're coming to see this one, and in the first video we were talking about the kind of value for money. How much do you pay? How much would you pay? When does it become a bit obscene? Because it can get down to that. Because I mean, that is quite a tame amount of money for a bottle of champagne.
But I think
you can
also
go wild.
you paid £100 to a charity, so that's not obscene in the same way.
No, and it was a good charity as well, shelter. So we're going to give this one a go.
Okay. So on the nose. Oh, you're going to look at it first?
Well, it does look lighter, doesn't it? It looks lighter than
Actually, I know it's just because the bottle's been... no, actually, there's not as many bubbles coming from mine as there were.
No,
I've still got a glass of Paul Roger here, and you probably won't see it from the camera there, but there's a lot more bubbles going on.
That one's still going strong, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, having said that, is yours?
Mine's going strong. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I've got a lot less bubbles in mine. Must be something to do with my saliva.
Got it. Yeah, we'll call it that. But no, it does look lighter. The bubbles look a bit bigger as well, because one of the rule of thumbs which I've noticed on the old champagne drinking is looking at the size of the bubbles. Now sometimes
I was just seeing the colour. Sorry.
Yeah, it's still got more of a kind
strawy.
Yeah, definitely
Deeper colour. Yeah.
It's definitely deeper. But yeah, they do say the smaller the bubble, the better the quality of the champagne.
Okay.
However, I don't know if this is actually a true thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's try it.
Yeah. It's nowhere near the amount of nose. It's not as strong as the pre. That doesn't mean to say the taste isn't going to be, but the nose is a lot weaker.
Not. Yeah, it is compared to the Paul Roger. That is a lot. There's still that biscuity kind of dough. It's still there, but it's not as in your face as the Paul Roger. So let's give it a go.
That seems a lot lighter.
It is a lot lighter, almost sweeter.
Yeah, there isn't the same roundness to it.
It doesn't have what it doesn't have is the richness.
No.
Now,
I know it's more dry, just because it hasn't got that richness.
It's definitely drier as well. The dryness is there. This is. Now, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with the champagne, because there's nothing wrong with the champagne. It's okay. Well, just from saying that, it's okay. If you're going to pay £250 for a bottle, it needs to be more than okay.
Yeah.
And that is...
I mean, the first one, the Paul Roger, seemed to have so much more about it.
And you could understand why people would pay £80 for it.
Yeah.
And don't, without being awful, because I think Jay-Z has just bought this this champagne house. In fact, well, I know he has. Jay-Z owns...
He's the guy that owns the Ironmongers in Homefirth. I didn't think he had that sort of cash. No?
No, John.
No.
There's
another JC.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z. He's married to Beyonce. Beyonce? Yeah,
She related to Diana Rigg?
No, that Beyonce and very a power couple. We'll call them a power couple. A power couple, which are very, very rich.
Meghan and Harry.
They're very similar. In fact, they've probably got more money than Meghan and Harry.
Oh, well, it's not difficult.
Says Mr. £80 a bottle. But no, seriously, there is you know, I was expect. Right, for episode number 1 on this, I was kind of, you know, if you look back on it, you know, I was saying how, you know, sometimes it is worth paying that extra bit of money, and it's not always that bad. You know, £80 I would happily pay for the Paul Roger because it was delicious. But I'll be brutally honest, John. There's no way I would pay. Well, I'm surprised that, you know, the £100 I paid for that. Still.
No, I mean, I think if I was classifying the Ambriel that we had, the English sparkling wine, was at £26.50 a bottle. For me, as my personal taste, other people may think completely differently, but as personal taste, as good as this.
Better. I'd say better.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily we're in a lucky position now that we've got a glass of the Paul Roger.
Yeah.
We've got a glass of the.
Who did you say he was married to?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
You may have heard of her. Beyonce, all the single ladies. Anyway, this is also known as the Ace. They call this the Ace of Spades. Is its
okay.
Nickname, because obviously it has an ace on there, which I'm sure John will show.
Yeah, you can see closer on John's right shoulder there, your left hand of your screen.
I must admit, but even if somebody said, right, that's £40 for that bottle, what would you think?
I think I'd buy a bottle of Ambriel.
Yeah, I think perhaps that. Well, we all know these things, don't we? There are some people have more money than sense.
Well, I guess if it's a particular taste that you like, I mean, it's a little bit dry, it's not as round. If you look at the Paul Roger, I must have got a glass here. I must just. Yeah, for me, that's got so much more.
It's a different league.
It is. Yeah.
Completely different league. And, you know, I appreciate John as well saying, you know, if that's your style, if that's your preference, but if you're the person who's used to spending £250 on a bottle of wine, I just think you could get so much more for your money than that.
I mean, you have to say that they are getting £250 a bottle. Therefore, presumably, you know, there are a lot of people out there that appreciate it. So they're not presumably going to buy, when they could buy a bottle of Paul Roger for a lot cheaper.
But there is that, but then it comes down to, are they really appreciating it, or are they just like
drinking it because it's the thing to drink?
Yeah, the thing, like you I mean, you will have often seen you know, footballers in nightclubs spending, you know, £500 on a bottle of vodka, which is just quite simply a Grey Goose vodka, but because they're spending that amount of money, it shows kudos, you know that.
Yeah.
And that nearly goes against everything, because that's a bad example after, you know, the first video saying you should pay a little bit more. That is the key. Just pay a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Not a lot more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, doing that on a back-to-back. Sorry, Jay-Z.
Yeah, sorry, JC, and I apologise to your wife Bouncy as well. She's your wife Bouncy as well, because
your wife Bouncy,
because she's invested as well.
And there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing right with that £250 price tag.
No, I think that the price, for me, again, as we said, you know, if you can afford it, and this is a particular wine, like every wine, if you like a wine, it's a good wine. But yeah, for me, actually, and what am I saying? You know, this is expensive enough. My goodness.
Well, it is. Yeah, that's £80 a bottle. But I can drink that and appreciate every little, you know, little bit of that. That I would just.
There's £17.50 in there.
We're down to that again. But no, I appreciate every little bit of that.
So will I at 17.50.
I would just be bitter about drinking every bit of that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
how much it costs a glass?
Well, I hope you don't mind us. I mean, we're being honest. We're just giving our opinion. Obviously, if you can afford, try it. See what you think. But yeah, for us, I think the value for money, Paul Roger. I never thought I'd say that about.
The value for money is Paul Roger. Oh, we've changed, John. We've changed.
You've changed me.
But no. You are completely correct. We've tasted two delightful, expensive champagnes,
Yeah.
and the cheap one came out on top.
Yeah. Well, viva la cheaper.
Still not that cheap though, is it? 80 quid?
No. But you know, we're working towards cheaper. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we should have the Paul Roger. We should have the white foil as well. The white foil was on.
Oh, we should do that.
We'll do that one day.
We'll do that one.
But until then,
it's
been a pleasure, John.
It's been a pleasure and
It's
very
always a pleasure.
enjoyable. Are we going to go bubble bubble or gin gin?
Let's do double bubble.
Well, I'm gonna do bubble bubble with Paul Roger.
I don't blame you. Bubble bubble.
Bubble bubble.